Welcome to the March-April episode of Access SCC. In this episode, we'll update you on the latest youth media events and the new classes now being offered at SCC.
Additionally, we'll take a look at some field production tools and show you the benefits of having them on your production.
And lastly, we'll introduce you to Anthony Miller, the latest addition to our sister channel, On Location TV 19. Stay tuned, Access SCC starts right now.
So here at SCC, we've had some busy couple of months at the beginning of the year. First and foremost is the youth programs. You've been really busy with those, and you've actually had a special edition of Girls Speak.
Yeah, well, we had a special class of Girls Speak at John Glenn Middle School, which was really awesome. The teachers were really excited about it. We went in, we did our usual program with the girls that already were in an after-school program. It was really successful, and we were really happy with how it went.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's great. And then, yeah, I mean, you've been really busy with youth stuff because on top of that, you're doing Explorers as well as the TCYMN Showcase coming up.
Yes, Explorers is halfway through the year, so we're working on finalizing some of our first videos. And then the TCYMN Showcase just took place on February 28th, and 2 of our videos from last year were in there, our Teen Video Boot Camp, Book Wolves, and then also our exploring piece, Inconvenience Store. So that was really awesome and really cool to see. But I think for right now, we're going to take a look at our Girls Speak segment that we made in January.
This is Girls Speak.
My name's Annette, and this is Girls Speak.
My name is Aisha, and this is Girls Speak.
My name is Amaya, and this is Girls Speak.
My name is LaShonda, and this is Girls Speak.
About appearances, I think girls shouldn't be wearing makeup because they're young and they're beautiful just the way they are.
Well, what I think about appearances is like that girls, well, mostly girls think that they need to be like all perfect, but they don't.
I think that on the media, girls are like Barbie dolls, like all perfect and plastic, and wear all this makeup, and girls think that that's how they're supposed to look like, and they think that that's how they be pretty, and people call them pretty, and that's how they're popular, and guys like them. So they try to like copy that image and put on all this makeup and stuff like that.
Like, it doesn't matter if you're big or it doesn't matter if you're big, medium, or skinny. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter how much you weigh. It just depends on how you act about it. Like, if somebody talks about you that way, just ignore it and just go on. Like, just act like it doesn't really matter. Just be yourself, and it don't matter what they say. If you actually care what they say, just go to a principal or something, or go to your parents. It doesn't matter. Like, join a certain sport like soccer, basketball, something. Like, just join a sport. Yeah.
Get good grades.
Right.
Good grades.
Do good things. Do good things for yourself, or like just do some.
What do you think girls like yourself or any girl could do in the future as you get older to improve the world?
Recycle. Recycle. don't throw trash on the floor. Just try not to like
Don't listen to other people.
right. Don't abuse everybody. Don't like try to push somebody around. Just like
If you have a boyfriend, don't ask to buy you expensive gifts.
'cause they're just like you. Just like because they're males, that don't mean they can't feel the same way.
They have feelings too, even though they don't cry sometimes.
Right. They don't cry as much as girls do.
Yeah, because girls are dramas.
Anything else?
Okay, so like this kind of like off topic, but it's compared to the same thing. Like with me, like I had longer hair when I was younger, and then like in the summertime, I wanted to like go natural, and then when I came back to school this year, everybody was mad at last school year, and everybody kept on getting mad at me.
Oh, thanks for bringing that up. Just because somebody wants you to do this and like change you, like the way your hair is, the way your body is, don't listen to them because they're just being a jerk about it.
Guys are pretty mean to girls, like just because they don't show their skin, or because like they wear makeup, or because they don't show their parts of things, of their body, you know. Yeah, and because they're not pretty or something. What do guys think?
Don't listen to everybody. Don't listen to the boys who think that you should change your body.
You're perfect the way you are.
Right.
Is it only guys that can be mean to people about
No,
their body?
girls can, but the main thing is don't trust anybody that you really don't know.
And sometimes you're mean to yourself and you don't know it. Like
Don't judge yourself the way you are.
Don't starve yourself. Don't cut yourself.
Don't like. I agree with her, but the biggest word is don't abuse yourself.
Yeah.
What about like women in leadership? Like what can women do to
be a
lead
leader?
change? Yeah, to enact change on a larger scale.
Be a president.
Be a role model. Like if you have little sisters or brothers or little kids around you, don't be like, oh, look at their hair. It's so ugly. Just go up to them and say, okay, your hair's really pretty, and that's all. Just don't go up to them and say your hair is ugly. You need to cut your hair or something like that. Everybody's not perfect. If they want to be like that, like if they want to be like the way they are, don't try to change them. Just be yourself, and yeah.
A little bit of news here. Starting March 1st, we are going to have 2 new classes. We're going to have our SCC orientation session as well as new one-on-one intensive training.
Yeah, our orientation is actually going to be taking place of our Intro to Community Television class. So it's still going to be free, but it is going to be required going forward. But that's okay. It's just a great way to get to know about SCC, what we do, who we are, what we offer. So it's a really great starting point for those who are interested in SCC and producing their shows.
Yeah, and then we're going to have the intensive one-on-one on-demand training as well. The way that that's going to work is basically you take the intro class for whatever subject you're interested in, whether it's camera, studio, or whatever, and if you want to learn something more specific related to those classes, you can set up a time to do that with one of us. It's $10 just like the rest of our class, and that's basically how it works. And so now we're going to take a look at a little promo about both of these new classes.
Hey everyone, Ted here with TED Talks at SCC, catching you up with all things Suburban Community Channels. First up out of the chute is the Suburban Community Channels 2015 grant program's application period closed at the end of January. Now next up is the Public Access Committee has forwarded their grant recommendations to the full Ramsey Washington Suburban Cable Commission for approval. Now, for those of you who have applied for the chance for up to $1,200 to help with your production, you'll be receiving a follow-up information letter from me soon. So keep your eye open for that. So when a letter comes to you and it says SCC in the upper left, make sure you're hanging on to it and crack it open, okay? Now here at SCC, we pride ourselves on providing you with the latest industry standard equipment and facilities. Now as technology advances, so will SCC, as we always have. Now currently available for SCC volunteer producers are 9 high-definition HMC 150 digital camcorders and 3 standard definition DVX 100 mini DV camcorders. Now effective July 1st, we will be phasing out the 3 DVX 100 camcorders. Now even though we will no longer be supporting these tape-based cameras, fear not. Now I say fear not, because SCC staff will always be there to help you through this transitional period. Now the 2 key differences between the cameras are media type, which is the HMC uses an SD memory card, and the DVX uses a mini DV camera tape, and the fact that also that the HMC 150s are full HD camcorders. Now otherwise, the camera's function is basically the same. Now if you're in need of either a refresher course on the HMC or need a certification on the HD camcorders, please sign up for our Intro to Digital Camcorder class, and you can do that with staff at any time. Now looking ahead, we also plan on acquiring and rolling out later this year, 2015, some new gear that will enable greater field production capability. Do you hear that? That's just not field camera shooting, that's actually full field production capability, as well as some new stuff that will allow for some greater options for sending your program signal from and to in the SCC area. Does that sound interesting? I think so. So stay tuned everyone for some exciting times for some new equipment coming later this year. Now as always, if you have any questions, concerns, feel free to contact a friendly, and I mean friendly, Suburban Community Channels staff person here at 651-747-3830, or as always, feel free to stop by the Community Media Center anytime. Now I'd like to close this portion of TED Talks with channeling some positive thoughts about a person very important to me named Dirk Koenig. Dirk was a dear friend of mine and a community media mentor who died 10 years ago today. I'm thinking some positive thoughts towards you, Dirk. You're a great guy. Take care, and we'll see you next time right here.
So we got a lot of equipment here at SCC for people to use, including 9 HD digital cameras. You know, it's an HD world now. We're kind of moving in that direction. And because of that, starting July 1st, unfortunately, we are getting rid of our DVX 100 cameras, which are a mini DV-based camera. Moving on and going all HD.
And we have a lot of great tools that we teach in our advanced field tools class that go with that. We've got our fig rig, our shoulder mount. We've got a lot of options for moving the camera, the jib, the teleprompter, really great tools that people can use with the digital cameras.
Yeah, in addition to what we already have, we actually added some CStands, a 7-inch HD monitor, some flags, a lot of these other great tools that can help benefit your production. And at this time, we're actually going to take a quick look at what those things are. At SCC, we strive to provide you with the best equipment and tools to aid in your productions, in the studio and out in the field. Today, we've got some new tools that I'm excited to show you how to use. First up is a 7-inch JVC HD monitor. When you're on a production, you see what you're recording either through the viewfinder or the LCD display on the camera. This HD monitor is handy to have on your productions because it can help view what you're recording, but on a bigger screen. Also, when you have multiple people on set viewing it, watching it on the camera's LCD monitor can become a little difficult. So having this tool helps immensely. It comes equipped with a battery charger, an HDMI connection cable to hook up to the HMC directly, and it also has plenty of other tools like a hood, a hot shoe, so you can mount it directly onto the camera, or you can attach it to the accompanying tripod to place it on a tabletop or on the jib. All in all, this is a great tool to have on set. The second tool we have is a CStand. A CStand is primarily used to position light modifiers in front of a light source. That we'll get into a little bit later. But essentially, CStands act as extra support for your production. The stand consists of a collapsible base for easy transportation and 2 riser columns for extra height. There is an arm that can provide more flexibility without having to move the stand itself. What's also great is that the arm is detachable. Some other uses for CStands can range from holding signs, backgrounds, shotgun mics, or even to position smaller light fixtures. CStands serve as a very useful tool for any production. The next tool we have are light modifiers, such as silks, scrims, or flags. These light modifiers easily attach to the CStand and are used to refract light or make the rays of light change direction. This is useful when you have a light on your subject and it appears too bright. You can use these different light modifiers to help create a better lighting situation, especially if you're in the field and you can't control your environment. For example, silks are used as a diffusion or to help soften the light. Scrims are a fine mesh and are used to bring down a light's intensity, or essentially dimming your light source. The scrims come in 2 different sizes, and depending on how much light you want to dim, you can use a single scrim, double scrim, or both. Flags are used to block out unwanted light, which can come from any light source you can't control, or natural light from a window. Using these tools will help you create the perfect lighting situation wherever you are. Lastly, SCC staff has made a couple convenient changes at the studio for you. We've installed a brick background in the Nano Studio to add more options to choose from. We've also digitized our music and sound effects library and is currently available in all of our editing suites under Producers Media. All of these tools are currently available, so be sure to add them onto your reservation today. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask a friendly SCC staff member.
Another great service that we offer here at SCC is our VIP program. All you have to do is sign in. Every time you come in, you get 3 points and you can earn reward items in return.
Yeah, so there's redeeming point levels that once you reach those, like at the 10, 25, 50, 100, 150, and 200, I believe, you get a choice between 3 different items, which is really great. So there's like SCC swag related stuff like water bottles, pad folios, backpacks, or you could pick like DVDs or SD memory cards, which is really great.
Yeah, and then once producers reach 300 points, it's really nice. They get recognized in our newsletter. They get their name on the plaque out in the lobby. I'm sure you guys have seen that. And then they also get recognized at our yearly awards dinner as well. And then after that, their points reset back to 0, and they start over again. And every level that they hit, they can get more stuff. We have quite a few people here that hit 300 points a couple times a year. And because of that, we like to rotate the items that we have for people, and we recently just added 3 new items to our roster. So the fashionistas that we are here at SCC, we put together a little promo video showing you those items, and we'll take a look at that now.
So our sister channels, GTN 16 and On Location TV 19, has seen some recent staff changes and some transitions, which led to an open position on Location TV 19.
Yeah, that position was filled by Anthony Miller. He comes from Mankato, and so he's now going to be working alongside Arlen with the mobile production truck doing sports and the different local concerts and stuff like that in the area. And I had a chance to sit down with him recently and learn a little bit more about him. We'll take a look at that right now.
My name is Anthony Miller. I was just hired as the sports producer here at On Location TV 19 Sports. I've been working in TV for maybe 5 years or so, maybe 4 years, I don't know, something around there. Not too long, but in those 4 years I feel like I've really, done as much as I possibly could to just learn and get a hand on different shoots and different things. My background as far as broadcasting goes and TV is I went to college at Bethany Lutheran College in Mankato, Minnesota. Once I got to Bethany, I didn't really know what I wanted to do as far as a career goes. My sophomore year I got involved with the broadcasting program there, and their main thing there is broadcasting Minnesota State hockey games. It's a pretty big hockey team, currently #1 in the nation, so that's pretty big as far as a small little school in Mankato goes, to be broadcasting those games. The first game that I ever did was I was technical directing, which is a pretty big, thing. And to be honest, I had no idea what I was doing. And there's a big switcher sitting in front of me, with like 100 buttons. I had no idea what the heck was going on. You know, someone taught me the simple cutting cameras and stuff, but really I didn't know anything besides that. That first game, it got like super stressful in the truck, but like that just the adrenaline in the truck and a live event, that's kind of what drew me to the broadcasting program, and that's kind of where it all started. And then I produced my senior year and really kind of coordinated the whole show that went across Minnesota on charter. Alongside with that, at Bethany, I did a political show, Between the Lines, that I was really involved with, as well as different productions at, you know, theater productions. Not in the theater, but taping the theater productions, that type of thing. And, you know, different events on campus, speakers that need to be recorded, different things like that. Tried to get my hands on that as much as I could and, you know, volunteer to get those things done and kind of learn more about, you know, how a video camera works, that type of stuff. After Bethany, I went on to KEYC TV in Mankato, Minnesota. They are a CBS and Fox affiliate, and I was a production assistant there for about 5 months, running audio, floor directing for the news, editing different, you know, on-air things, different promos, stuff like that. And then from there, made the big move up to the cities and started here at On Location TV. With On Location TV, I'll be kind of coordinating the sports side of things, scheduling different games to be broadcast, and working with volunteers, getting them on board for running camera and audio and graphics and that type of thing for different shoots. Kind of basically organizing the whole shoot and then going out and doing those. And then back here at the studio, I'll be working on Sports Path, which is a bi-weekly show covering the 5 schools around here. Here at On Location TV, one of the big things is, you know, having a production truck, as well as there's 2 studios in here. I don't think I've ever really been in a building where there's 2 studios in one building as well as a production truck outside. So there's, you know, a lot of opportunity to do things around here as far as different productions and stuff. Having that production truck though, that's one thing I really like, is being able to go out on location, set up for a different, you know, event every time you go out and broadcast that event. From the sporting side of things, it's nice to it's nice for parents and grandparents and everyone to kind of have that opportunity to see their kids play on TV, play basketball and have it be on TV. So that's one thing on the sporting side of things. But otherwise, just as far as the community access goes, different producers in there, you know, having that ability to get their work on TV, I think that's really important. Just to say what they want to say on TV, whatever.
That's all we have for you on this March-April episode of Access SCC. You can learn more about all we have to offer by visiting our website.
Stay up to date with news and events by following SCC on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube.
Sign up for classes and events by visiting us in the studio or giving us a call. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
He didn't say wowzers, so.
Sorry. You want me to throw it in?
Wowzers.
Wowzers.
I can't keep a straight face if that's in there. I'm just going to be honest.